Alright, so, so basically what we be doing was virtually looking at how to evaluate deals that we're not like in the location or that we don't have another access to.
Okay.
Alright, so this particular lead right here is at School Road, Rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
So we are Googling it, then first thing we want to do is we want to look at it on Google Maps. Once we look at it on Google Maps, we're able to determine what type of structure is there, whatever the case is, what's going on. Is there vacant properties around? Is there people living in that property? Is like what's close by? Like what does the area look like? So when we talk to the seller, we got some type of idea of like what's going on. We don't want to sound like we've never been by the property, which we have never been by the property. Because it's a numbers game. Like you wanna talk to someone you say you ain't gonna be able to get back to somebody. So click on all the abilities, opening up these windows. So here you can clearly see it's a lot. We figured that out. The assessed value is 425. Like I said, this isn't a bad number, but it's not like the best number. So assessed value is like something that the city just comes around. They never go inside the property. They just assessing it by other property sales and like medians and averages. Um, so like when you're doing a negotiation, you don't want to you get a period or below.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So when they got the same thing. They said it was last sold in 22 for 34.25K. Estimated at 2 to 5. That's insane. So maybe they done built all of those something like that. Because these Google Maps is old. I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how can you tell how old that map is from?
Right here, it said at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, 2019.
Image capture 2019.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So when, like I said, at that point in time, you would just be calling. But that's all that I here. So how we would run the comps on, let's do another property. So let's say this one right here. Or two node. So Orchard Node. So for this one first, we want to look at it. See what it looks like. So this is the property right here.
Okay.
So it looks like it's in like a subdivision, pretty new houses, everybody living in a nice neighborhood, decent clean. So we go back and we pull these up. And so let's just start with zero. Right? So here we got pictures. We can see kind of like what it looks like. So we got an idea. It hasn't been sold yet. So let's see what they said. They said it's available for rent, 1975, fenced in backyard. So they looking at renting the property.
Okay.
So I'll just show you how to run comps, just so you will know.
Okay.
Like you can see what it looks like. So when it goes time to compare, you know it got good property, brand new. This is essentially a brand new property. So these aren't properties
Okay.
because it's no motivation there to sell it. It's not in bad shape. It's not being dilapidated. It's not being neglected. Those are the properties that most of the time people are willing to sell for a discount. Looks like somebody put some money in it.
Yes, they do.
So they're not willing to sell it for a discount. That's common sense. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go to the next property. 622 Pennsylvania Avenue. So they wanna sell. They said they would be interested in selling. All right, so we're gonna take Google Maps, take a look at it. Looks like this is one of those row houses. And we talked to this lady before. It's her dad's property. The same she passed away. He passed away. So let's look at it. Let's run some comps on this particular house. All right. So we see it's one of those block shells, kind of straight shotgun houses. And so So if we look at it again, we want to compare apples to apples. You always want to compare apples to apples, like not oranges to apples. So this house right here, this tri-level or two-level would be apples to oranges. We want to compare this house to these.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to say, "Oh, this house sold for 300 right here," or this house or whatever sold for 300. So this one just sold because it's not the same house.
Yeah.
That's an orange, it's an apple.
Okay.
All right. So boom. So we go and we look at Zillow, and on Zillow you can see that there's some pictures. You see the square footage, you see all the details, blah blah blah. So now you can go down and you can look at comparative value, like houses that sold next to it. So let's see neighborhood details. All right, well, here's the map.
Oh.
So you click on it here, trying to enlarge this up, but it won't let us. So okay, let's just. You can see that this is our house. Next door sold for $30K in 2020.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So looks like what they did was they bought it and then they rented it. They probably bought it for $30K and then they rented it. Houses, times have changed since 2020. So the market is a little bit more hot. So things are selling for more. But this is ammunition that you have when you go in and talk to them. I think next door sold for 30 in 2020. So and then you can look at when it was rented. When it was listed. It was listed for rent in 2015. Nothing has really been, no activity has really been made. So we can go back here. You can see you got one for, you got a active listing for 195. You actually could go out of here and type in, let's see, we just zoom it down right now. It should be, zoom down one corner. So let me see. The address is 622 Pennsylvania Avenue. We got it. So there it goes. So now you can see where it says sold. You can kind of put your filters up if you want to. Minimum or maximum square feet. It was 900, so let's say 1,000. And pretty much that should be good. Single story only, right? And then let's say we want to apply that. All right, so here we got a new one on Hannah Street. Somebody just did that sold for 179. This one right here on Kentucky sold for 105. As I hover my mouse over it, it hovers over here too.
Oh, okay.
So okay. So you got a couple of them. So this is Pennsylvania is right here. So the house is over here.
Okay.
So right directly on the next street over, this is where that one.
Okay.
180, right? And on the back street over there, we have 200. Let's see. That one's 3 bedrooms. Ours is 2, so we want to keep it apples to apples. So let's just say exact match. 2 bedrooms. That's right. So we got 2 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms. 179. This looks like it's closely looks like that apple.
Okay.
So let's put that on the next street. 702 square feet. All right. So let's put this on. So we got this one is 911. This one is 702, and it's sold for 100.
Okay.
Sold. So that just shows how the market is fully renovated. It's fully renovated, right? Okay. So if we do some simple math, we can find out the price per square feet, price per foot. So you see right here, this home sold for $260 per square foot.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we go to our calculators. See if we can find a calculator. All right. So our property is 911 times 266. Our property would be worth about 240.
Okay.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So now, so there's a formula. It's 70% times, oh wait, shit. ARV times 70% equals um, investor price,
Okay.
right? So ARV is 242,
Okay.
right? Times 70%. It's 169. So 169. Now you need to, and this is minus repairs. Sorry. So ARV times 70% minus repairs.
Okay.
So how much money is it going to cost to get this to look like this? All right.
Uh-huh.
So usually our formula for that is $35 times the square footage of the house.
Okay.
So it's 911. So 35 times 911 is 31,000.
Okay.
So we call it 35,000, right?
Uh-huh.
Minus repairs, which is 35K, equals offer price. So as wholesalers, we need, this is for flippers. As wholesalers, we need to add in our fee.
Okay.
All right. So let's just say our fee is 15,000. Right. So now we got our numbers. So our ARV 242 times 0.7, which gives us 169. Right, minus repairs, 35,000. 134 minus our fee of 15,000 is 119.
Okay.
So we know that we want to be somewhere around this price
Okay.
and making an offer to the seller.
All
All right.
Yeah.
So we want to. So I believe she was saying like 60. So we would have made all that.
Right.
Right. So we could go all the way to here.
Uh-huh.
But we want to probably be, once you get this number, you still want to go a little bit less. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. So, because there's other fees that come up in this too when you're flipping a property. You got to pay insurance, you got to pay electricity, you got to pay your realtor. Like on this right here, they had to pay a realtor commission. They had a realtor list this property, right? So somebody had listed it. These people right here listed this property.
Okay.
So they had to make their money. That's 6% of 242. So that's like some thousands right there. 242 times 0.06 is 14,000. So the realtor made 14. Those two realtors had to split 14,000.
Okay.
So that needs to go in this equation too. But this is just a general form.
Yeah.
Right. So that hopefully that gives.
It does. How do you come up with the 35?
Because I know construction. So $35 to $40 a foot is what it costs to fix any property. So that's all you really need to know.
Okay.
It's just whatever the square footage is right here, times that by 35 or 40, depending on like the high end area.
Okay.
So if it's a $400, $500 house, it might be $40 a foot.
Okay.
If it's $250 to $300 or less, $35 a foot.
Got it.
That's it.
Got it. So you don't necessarily consider like the roofing. A lot of times it's in like the roof, the outside, but all of that's
All that's
included.
included.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All that's included.
Can I write this example?
Up with you and see, whatever happened. Did you ever get rid of it or
No, I ain't got a contract on it.
okay. When's that expire?
It doesn't. Matter of fact, I'm hoping to close before the beginning of next month.
Okay. What did you end up getting?
88.
Okay. Thank you.
Matter of fact, I'm still here tomorrow.
Okay. So if they don't close, I'd still be interested in buying for sure.
So what's your number?
I'll be even willing to go 95.
Huh. That's a good number.
Yeah. Did
Let
you?
me ask you something. You looking for this appraisal?
No, ma'am. No inspection, no appraisal.
Let
I
me ask you this.
hmm.
Why are you so interested in that townhouse? I mean, what is it that's going on that you guys know?
Well,
That's like,
I just think it's about who has the deeper pockets. Honestly, I just yeah. I'm just. You said what now? The phone was breaking up. Hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
I'm in the store. I'm going through.
Oh, I can hear you now, Miss Gail. What'd you say?
Okay. Yeah, I have a friend that was on board.
You said they were on a board? Yeah, your phone's going in and out.
Okay, how it is. Let me finish what I'm doing in the store, and then as soon as I get out, I'll call you right back.
Okay, cool. Thank you.